Hello and welcome to the Doctors Who Read Stuff. My name is Chris.
I'm Chip.
I'm
And
Brian.
as we promised on Instagram, today we are going to reveal which book we are reading next. Since,
Mhm. Which book?
yeah,
That's good.
since we finished up Mistborn last time. And we really have been talking about this for months.
Yeah, because we kind of kicked around a few options, at least two or three that I could
Yeah,
think of.
we talked about there was a prequel novel to the Star Trek Picard CBS All Access series. We talked about
hmm
doing that. We looked at things like
We talked a little bit
yeah,
about
Talked
yeah,
about
Dune.
Dune. Wheel of.
We
We
had
talked
so
about.
many
right,
Dune references before that,
yeah,
it was possible we wanted to do that route.
We talked about Eye of the World, the first
yep,
Wheel of Time book.
and I mean
What was the? You had one that
yeah,
was
Red
like Red
Shirts
Shirts
by
or something
John
too. We talked.
Scalzi.
Oh,
That would
yeah.
be just like a fun, quick read. It would have been, I think, pretty humorous.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of ideas we were kicking around, and it ultimately boiled down, I think, to a couple of things, right? Um, I think Mistborn was, I mean, it was long. We recorded 19 episodes on Mistborn.
Hmm.
There was a lot to it. It was an in-depth world. So maybe something that didn't seem like as much of a mental commitment, at least from my perspective, was kind of where I was going.
hmm
I got a lot of downtime right now that I could be reading more. So with this whole stay home
Yeah,
plan,
Hmm. Can't go out
right.
anywhere. Might as well read.
true.
Um, so uh, I don't know. Do we just want to show them what we picked?
Which
Yeah,
book we picked?
which book we picked?
hmm
Let's go to the reveal. Okay, now it's out in the open. You just saw the reveal. We have, if you look, let's see, Chip, if you look to your left and your right, and Brian, if you look to your left, and I'll look down. That way we can all admire the Witcher specific artwork on our overlay. I know.
So
Nice.
You
pretty.
guys have no idea what it looks like.
I can see it in my mind, Chris.
I've really outdid myself.
If it's the picture I have in my head, it
Sweet.
looks awesome.
Um, yeah, so The Witcher, The Last Wish by, oh boy, I'm gonna butcher the Polish name. Andrzej Sepkowski, maybe?
I think
Yeah,
Sapkowski
we'll
works.
just go with
I'm sure. I think there's one of those letters that's
it
got to be
has to
silent
be.
or something in his
Like
first
I
name.
feel
But
like
Hmm.
Andrzej,
they like their
Andrzej,
consonants over there. So,
yeah,
They do.
but clearly, The Witcher has gotten a lot of publicity over the years. First with the video game series, and I do have to say, the third Witcher game, The Wild Hunt, is probably one of my favorite games. I still haven't beaten it, and the reason I haven't beaten it is because there's so much to do in that world that I always forget what the main quest is and what I'm supposed to be doing. I get lost going over here and doing this thing. So, but it's amazing to just spend time in The Witcher 3 just exploring. And then clearly, Henry Cavill and the Netflix series have kind of increased the popularity of this series as well.
I don't
Yeah.
think I realized how long the series, or at least the Witcher books, had been
It's the early
around.
90s, right?
It looked like it was like 93, I think, when it was first published in Poland, and it wasn't until I want to say like 2007 or 2008 that there was an English translation. And I don't know when the game started coming out because that's when I first remember hearing about The Witcher was through the video
It
games, and I
was
thought
late.
for the longest time, and even when I first heard that they were
Yeah.
doing the show, I thought another video game show, and then I realized it was based on books, which they turned into video games that they then turned into the show. When it's like, oh,
I
okay, I'll
played the
give that a chance.
first one probably late 90s, early 2000s. I know I was in college. I believe it was a top-down game that was super complicated.
Yeah.
But
Was it more of an old school role playing game, or was it a?
I don't even remember. It's been
Do
20
you
years.
remember?
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
But like, yeah, the first one was top down. I remember that much. The second one was like a third person view, but it wasn't open world. You kind of had to follow certain paths and do certain things in certain orders. The third one is just like wide open. You can do whatever the heck
Yeah.
you want, and that's the kind
So
of,
like,
oh yeah, you can like bed women, you can kill random people, you can go hunting. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
that's like something I should pick up while I'm staying at home right now.
Yeah.
But I looked up the pronunciation guide. So they said the RZ in his name is pronounced like the S in treasure, and the J is pronounced like a Y. So it's Anjay
Okay. All right.
Sikowski.
Anjay.
So,
Cool.
so hopefully we don't
We
murder the
probably
name,
will.
but
Ha.
I know.
Um,
Anyway, but yeah, there is a lot more
there
history to
is.
the book and the character than I realized, and I have read a little bit of it. I like the first story in it, and it kind of reminds me of the old
Mm-hmm.
Conan serials, the Robert E. Howard books. Or that's kind of the feel that it gives me, which I always like those. So I think I'm going to enjoy this.
Yeah, and this is a series of short stories. So it's like 6 or 8 of
Mhm.
them, I think. Um, Offhand, I don't know if this is what the Witcher TV series is following, the Netflix series or not, but I have seen
I think
that.
it picks up pieces of it, but it ties it into a
Like
lot,
an
like a more of a
overarching, yeah.
serial narrative. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
So,
excited.
yeah.
It's gonna be a change of pace,
Cool.
definitely. So,
Yeah.
but yeah. Um, so I think we're gonna hop a little bit out of order because next week we're planning on uploading our discussion of. We're gonna kind of do like final
The
discussion
moratorium
on
on
Mistborn. Yeah,
Mistborn.
exactly. So that's going to be next week, and then the week after we'll jump in and we'll have the first episode of The Witcher for you.
Mistborn, or The Last Wish. Sweet.
Yes. So that is our plan. We would love to hear in the comments if you have experiences with the game or the Netflix series or the books themselves. If we're talking about the book, please don't spoil it for us because that's not nice. But there is an entire wealth of just lore and world building and experiences here. So it's across several mediums. We're looking forward to getting into the literature medium, but that doesn't mean that the other mediums don't have merit to the conversation. So
Merit.
I'd say chime in the comments. Tell us your thoughts. Tell us if you have read this, if you're excited for this. If you don't give a crap, whatever. But other than that, we will see you next week for the Mistborn Moratorium. I like that ship. I'm stealing it. And
You're welcome.
thank you guys for checking us out, for watching. We appreciate it, and we hope you enjoy the upcoming series on The Witcher Last Wish. That's right.
Keep your social distance.
That's right.
We're trying.
Wash your hands,
And
stay
wash your
safe,
hands.
stay healthy.
Yep.
Right.
And keep reading.
All right. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Alonzi.